I recently got a new phone, one that's all screen like all phones are nowadays. I upgraded from an iPhone 8. I don't have it anymore, so I can't show you it, but this is what it looks like. It, like most phones used to, had a screen with a 16:9 aspect ratio. It's become the standard, with modern TVs and most monitors also having the same aspect ratio, which is great. It means that people making things like YouTube videos can settle on a standard that's good for everyone. But newer phones have taller displays, with aspect ratios like 18:9, which is really 2:1, but I guess 18:9 makes it sound like 16:9 but stretched, which the phone manufacturers want people to think. If they called it 16:8, which is the same thing, then it would sound like 16:9 with a bit chopped off the side, which makes it sound worse. Resolutions also have the same weird and nonsensical names, probably for the same reasons that aspect ratios do, trying to make the product look better than it is, rather than just telling it as it is. HD refers to 1280 by 720, right? And QHD, which is HD times 4, is 2560 times 1440, which makes sense, right? But what about full HD? It's 1920 by 1080. If you quad it like you do with HD to get QHD, then you get 3840 by 2160. So logically, it should be quad full HD, right? But it's not. It's UHD. There's also this thing called QHD, which is a lowercase q. It's supposed to mean a quarter of HD, yet it's 960 by 540, so it can't be a quarter of HD if we're calling HD 720p. It's a quarter full HD, so why isn't it quarter full HD? Also, according to Wikipedia, HD isn't 720p or 1080p. Apparently, HD refers to 1366 by 768, which is what 720p is apparently WXGA, which I've never heard before. Anyway, back to aspect ratios. YouTube videos on my phone usually have black bars on either side. I can pinch to zoom in, but then lose a chunk above and below, which I don't want. So either way, it's suboptimal. Some more recent videos seem to have a wider aspect ratio, but not quite 18:9. Looks like about 17.5:9, but I haven't measured it because that would be weird. It also means that on 18:9 phones, you can zoom in without losing too much. And if you don't want to zoom in, it at least fills up more of your screen. I think it's a good sweet spot, because it's still alright on a 16:9 TV or a monitor, while being better for mobile. Maybe one day we could have dynamic aspect ratios where YouTube can use its brilliant copyright striking AI to move text around so it doesn't get cut off when you zoom in. Maybe the AI could automatically detect when someone has uploaded a 21:9 cinematic video with black bars to a 16:9 video. I'm sure you've also seen those videos where they'll temporarily introduce those black bars in order to create that wider aspect ratios that you tend to associate with movies, usually for comedic effect. Maybe in the future YouTube could detect that and, instead of just making the image smaller, have it be bigger. But what if the solution is just to have desktop and TV screens become 18:9 instead? After all, mobiles dominate these days. Just try using TikTok on your computer. I'm not sure that making monitors wider is a good solution though. Have you tried browsing the internet landscape on your phone? It makes me sick. Of course, you can just rotate your phone 90 degrees, but you can't do that with a monitor. Well, some people can, but most people can't. Logically then, computer monitors would be square because you can't rotate them, so having them be square would make them in between landscape and portrait because it's neither. But they aren't, and I don't know why. That doesn't mean I want a square monitor, I like things how they are, but maybe monitors just sort of developed from TVs, which is why they used to be 4:3, which for the sake of comparison we can go 12:9. Then everything became 16:9, and 16:9 looked like the future. But 18:9 looks like the future now. Why is everything getting wider? I think it's because the world is moving away from text and web pages and more towards videos and TikTok and Reels and YouTube Shorts. What a shame. Why has it started recording from there? Oh, where was I? I'm sure you've also seen those videos where a video will. Whoa. What am I on?